Hey guys, so there are a few things that I want to talk to y'all about. So here we go. Yesterday I went to go see Tonks and the Oars, Justin Finch-Fletchy, Lauren Fairweather, and the Whomping Willows, and it was amazing. There are a lot of YouTubers out there that will talk about, they went somewhere and it was awesome, they had a lot of fun, but they didn't record anything. Guilty. So I'll just tell you about it instead. I showed up really late. So I decided I would give myself plenty of time to get there extra early. But there was a huge accident on the freeway to get there, and it took me forever to get to the show. It should have taken me like 25 minutes, and it took me probably like an hour to get there. Ridiculous. So I missed the first part of Tonks and the Oars set, but stuff was amazing. I was just really surprised when I got there. Like, everyone was just sitting down in the back. Like, nobody was up and dancing and jumping around and everything. And I was like, what is this? So I go in there and Lauren starts to dance. So I was like, okay, I'll join her. So it was me and Lauren, and we're just dancing and having a good time. And eventually people start to realize, hey, this is a Wizard Rock show. We should be dancing and enjoying ourselves. So more people came. Justin, of course, was amazing, as always. He broke 2 guitar strings in his set, which, if anyone has ever seen him perform would know that's normal. Lauren's set was absolutely beautiful. Most of the songs she sang was from her new album, The Prince's Tale. And as you should know by now, my absolute favorite chapter in the entire series of Harry Potter. And it is beautiful. Like, the song she played for us was absolutely gorgeous. Like, you want to cry. So good. I ended up buying her CD. It's amazing. Just wonderful. You should buy it. Seriously. And of course, the Whomping Willows mat was awesome. As always, there's something like jumping around dancing to your favorite songs. The best part was 2 of my friends that I met last year through Wizard Rock, actually at that same place where they were playing. I saw the Raymond's Lupins in last year. My friend Beth, who's in the Wizard Rock band Quickspell, came with our other friend Frank. And so afterwards I was just hanging out with them, and since they actually knew everyone, they were waiting on them, so we all went out to dinner afterwards. And let me tell you, secretly, I was trying to play it off cool, oh, it's no big deal, but secretly deep down, I was fangirling hardcore, sitting next to Lauren at dinner and talking to her. I was like, what is my life? It was awesome. And I felt like pulling my camera out at that point would have been a little strange when it's like, hey, friends that I just met, let's record yourselves. Yeah, no. But I loved it. It was a lot of fun. I just felt really bad because they wanted to go to Chili's, so I was like, oh, there's a Chili's right there. Well, apparently sometime in the last year, it's closed. Oopsie. But, it was cool. We went to another restaurant instead and had a lot of fun. We actually ended up going to a Mexican restaurant, and there was a mariachi band. And we were one of the first people in the restaurant, so they were kind of closing around us, and then finally more people came and they started to go off, but it was a lot of fun. And speaking of all these awesome Wizard Rock bands, I went a year ago to see some people. I still have some of those songs I never put on YouTube. Is anyone still interested in them? If you are, just let me know. If not, I, won't post them like I have already. The second thing I want to talk to you about is Pottermore. Now, obviously a lot of people still don't know what Pottermore is unless you were at LeakyCon when they talked about it. I really don't know that much about Pottermore since I didn't go and everything, but from what I've heard, Christina Horner was answering some questions on her Tumblr, and people were freaking out at the houses because it's been said that when you're sorted into the house, that's it. You can't choose another one. So, you've been thinking all this time you're, a Ravenclaw, and then you get put into Hufflepuff or something. And she said that it's like we're going to Hogwarts, because you would think that these kids grow up for the first 11 years of their life thinking that they're in one house, and then they get there and they're so nervous, and maybe they're sorted into another house. Probably Sirius thought his whole life that he was going to be in Slytherin because his whole family was in Slytherin, and then he ends up in Gryffindor. And she was like, guys, we're going to Hogwarts, because the first part, it's only going to be a book. one book's released, and so it's like it's our first year of Hogwarts, and then we're going on, and it had me started to think. I started reading Harry Potter 11 years ago. 11 years later, I'm finally going to Hogwarts. Bye, guys.